We have been exploring the Maritime area of Canada. Yeah. And if you haven't caught any of those videos, the last video we did was on Peggy's Cove, and it's just an amazing place. Danny is going to link that playlist somewhere. Yep. I don't know how he does that, but
I'll link it at the end of the video, and you'll get to see where we explored New Brunswick, and now we're in Nova Scotia.
We are exploring the town of Halifax.
Yep, it's the major city of Halifax. It's the largest city in Nova Scotia.
I guess I use town very lightly.
Yes.
It's not a town, it's a city. Halifax is an amazing city, and it is actually known, which we didn't know, for two major events. Yeah. The first event is the Halifax explosion, which we have never even heard of.
It was the largest explosion on the face of the earth up until the atomic bomb was invented.
Yeah, which is crazy with the devastation and everything, and it's very interesting to read and learn about that. The second, I feel like everyone's heard of, and that is the
Titanic.
Yep.
It has a very close tie to the Titanic because Halifax was the closest large harbor to the wreck of the Titanic out in the Atlantic Ocean.
Yeah, and we didn't know that. We didn't, I guess you don't think about it, that there is actually a place where all the people who they were able to pick up in the ocean and bring back are buried.
Yeah.
And we're going to visit that cemetery.
Yeah, a large majority of the people that were lost at sea that they found, they didn't find all of them,
right,
were brought to Halifax, and a ton of artifacts.
Yeah.
And something else crazy happened is, stay tuned to the end, you'll see where we're on a bus, and it got a little bit too close to the Halifax harbor, and we end up in the harbor.
I'm Lynn.
And I'm Danny.
Welcome to RV America.
The original RV America.
Let's go. We're in downtown Halifax, and we're having trouble paying for our parking. Problem number one. Hopefully this is the only problem we'll have. We never could figure it out. Never could get the app to work. The machines are broken, so we're gonna take our chances. The Maritime Museum is the oldest and largest maritime museum in all of Canada. So apparently there were two boats, or two ships I guess, that were in the Halifax harbor, and they collided, and one of the ships was loaded with all kinds of explosives, and they both blew up, and when they blew up, the explosion was felt as far away as 5 miles, and it totally destroyed everything in its path. Look at some of these pictures, it's crazy.
On the morning of December the 6th, 1917, the French cargo ship, the SS Mont Blanc, collided with the Norwegian vessel SS Immo in the harbor of Halifax, Nova Scotia. The Mont Blanc was laden with high explosives, caught fire, and exploded, devastating much of Halifax. The blast was the largest human-made explosion of all time. At least 1,782 people were killed in Halifax and Dartmouth, and estimated over 9,000 others were injured. Why is Halifax connected to the Titanic? When the Titanic sank, Halifax was the closest major seaport with railroad connections, and it was the base of the search and rescue of recovering bodies of the Titanic victims.
Be like if we were in a boat instead of an RV. You have to walk like this all the time.
So you don't want to do the big loop either?
I don't want to do the big loop. Nope. No thank you. Not doing the big loop. Tommy wants the big loop, Lynn doesn't.
I see you. I see you. Beneath the starlit sky, our love's secret line, like leaves we soar so high. Beneath the moonlight, the soft touch your hand in mine gets me every time. Lost in the city lights, our love's electric ride. You make me feel alive. As the leaves change color, I dive into you. When summer's fading, there's nothing to do but bask in the glow.
So we really enjoyed the Halifax Maritime Museum. I especially enjoyed the Titanic exhibit that was there. Always had a fascination with the Titanic. I don't know why, but it's just one of those things. But I learned a lot, and what I learned is about the disaster that happened in Halifax in 1917. We even sat and watched a movie about it, and if you've not studied that, or if you come to this area, let me say, take the time to go over there and tour the museum, read all about it, and then watch the video, because it was just crazy that 2 ships hit. But if you think, they didn't have the communications back then that we have now, and it was very eye-opening and very sad. And so since we were here in the graveyard seeing the Titanic victims that were buried here, we also came over to see the Halifax victims. Only 337 bodies of the 1,500 from the Titanic were actually found, and 209 of these bodies were brought back to Halifax. So it's raining, and we're in Halifax. We're at the graveyard where they brought a lot of the bodies of the people who they pulled off. They pulled them out of the ocean, actually, from the Titanic when it sunk. And what I think is just really, really sad is that there are lots of tombstones here that have dates of death, which is the date the Titanic went down, but they have no names because they were never identified, I guess. If they were identified, they would have had a name on them. But they have no names on these.
Of the 209 bodies that were brought back to Halifax, 59 were claimed by relatives and shipped to their home communities, and the remaining 150 are buried in 3 cemeteries in Nova Scotia.
Bask in the glory of the winter sun. Maybe this is the season of love. Maybe this is the season.
So we are doing a very, very touristy thing today, which we don't typically do a lot of touristy things. We'd rather be out in the woods on a trail somewhere, as y'all know. But today we are going downtown Halifax, and we're going to do the Harbor Hopper tour, and we're actually going to get in a duck boat. We're going to be part of the time on the land and part of the time in the deep blue sea. And
Not in the deep, on the deep blue sea.
on the deep blue sea.
I don't want to be in it.
Right.
Okay.
I agree. If you noticed, Medina and I are in the back seat. Medina, 1 million mile road trip. They're still hanging with us. They haven't got tired of us yet and left us. We have switched places, and the guys are actually in the front seat today. But I do get,
You're wasting your breath.
I get car sick in the back seat,
100%.
especially when Danny drives around all these
That's a
curves.
lie. I've been voted the best driver of the family by all the kids.
We're sitting out here on the Riverwalk, and we decided to do the food that you get off the Riverwalk down here in Halifax. And I think it's more like carnival food. It's very fast-paced cooked, you know. It's not going to be a sit-down meal. But today, I have fish and chips again. That seems to be everyone's specialty. Tommy had pizza, but it's already gone, and Medina had a hot dog. It's already gone. We obviously had to wait a little longer for ours to get ready. Fish and chips is the big thing around here. Everywhere we go, everybody has fish or lobster or something like that. And I'm not a big seafood eater, so there you go.
This quiet town. I see you there, your feathers on the ground. Your eyes are heavy with the weight.
So this is a very famous ice cream shop for the area. Apparently they have lots of cow stuff and they're all over the place. This is the second one we've seen down on Riverwalk.
In a life you never could afford. Even if you never flown before, you can take a chance and try once more. Don't let your worries weigh you down, down, down. You can still take flight.
We're waiting on our boat/bus so we can do the touristy thing.
The harbor hopper.
You're earthbound.
We're on the duck boat.
Harbor hopper. Harbor hopper. It's almost a tongue twister.
It is. And we're going to go on land and then on sea. This is something we have never done.
Yep. Well, I've done it.
Yeah, I want to go to the big waterfall.
Somewhere.
Where did you do?
Not here.
You were made to soar amongst the clouds, but never learn to rise above these crowds. Stuck in the dust of the life that you found, with nowhere to go, no higher ground. Even if you never flown before, you can take a chance and try once more. Don't let your worries weigh you down, down, down. You can still take flight, although you're earthbound. You're
Welcome to the Halifax Harbor, everyone. Hi, yeah. You guys are the second largest ice free port in the world, second to Sydney, Australia.
You can take a chance and try once more. Don't let your worries weigh you down, down. You can still take flight, although you're earthbound.
Hey guys, if you've enjoyed this video, take a quick minute and hit that subscribe button. It really helps us out. Not only does it let YouTube know that you guys want us to keep producing videos, but it encourages us to keep it up. Until next time, God bless and many safe travels.
And go RV, America.